Hello and welcome to my video about our Norwegian cruise with P&O. We boarded in Southampton, and once upon the ship we settled into our cabin and then just started to relax and admire the view, the industrial view outside. But nevertheless, as we moved away from Southampton, the further we got along the coast, it began to get a bit more scenic, which was then the perfect time to take out my binoculars and test them out for the first time properly. Very useful for a Norwegian cruise, I will say. Anyway, the first thing I did on the ship on the very first day was go to a watch talk, obviously. Nice Tudors and Rolexes on board. The following day we treated ourselves to an afternoon tea. I'm not going to go too much into the ship on this video, but the restaurants are all beautiful. As you can see here, there's a little walk around on the promenade. The weather did get better, which was nice. Classic view from the back of the cruise ship. The bridge. And just some more around the decks of the ship. It's a very big ship. It's P&O's biggest ship, Iona and Avia, I think it's called. Coming into our first stop, a very industrial port town with some interesting history. The place is called Stavanger. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's a mix of modern and classic architecture. Coats were on, ready for some walking. This was the first stop, so yeah, we got plenty of steps in on this trip. Some nice, cute little villagey streets from the old town. And obviously a non-staged video. This is completely natural. The camera just happened to be there while we were walking up the road. But again, just a little snippet of some cute little shops and nice cobbled roads, which you get in the UK as well. And I do love a good flower shop. And the Norwegian flag as well is such a patriotic country, which is actually nice to see. Hey, you see that cat there? It's going to make another appearance. There we go. Off it goes. There are lots of cats for some reason. But yeah, this is an old maritime town. Is that the phrase? Well, it is now. With a lot of museums based around the sea and ships and so on and so forth. And it's also known for its street art, as you can see. Some of it is quite interesting. This was the Norwegian Petroleum Museum, where they show you all sorts of things about the oil and gas industry. And like it or not, I just find it absolutely fascinating that we as mankind produce these structures and just do all sorts of things with them, move them into the sea, and these things float, some of them. I mean, it's just almost science defying, but I myself do love what we've done as a human race. I don't like obviously all the bad stuff that we do, but you just got to take your hats off to the people that go down in the water in this little contraption. It's just absolutely incredible. A newfound respect for this industry. Like I said, it's probably not the most environmentally friendly, and I'm sure they're taking some steps towards some sort of sustainability. This was a pretty cool, I don't want it to turn into a political video, but this was a pretty cool exhibit here, so let's move away from that topic, shall we? And back onto the street. Just some nice picturesque points of the town, and walking back to the ship. This was the next morning, roughly 5, 6, 7 a.m. On our way into our second stop, the town of Olden village. There's like 500 people that live there, so whatever the term is, I think it is classed as a town. But yeah, the sail in was just absolutely incredible. Videos just don't do this place justice. It is insane to see in person. Sun making a nice appearance there, and we finally arrived in Olden. And the great thing I love about these stops is you can see the ship from pretty much everywhere. The ship is absolutely massive, as you can see there. So this is a place where, you know, there's a big massive lake and you can walk around it and see all sorts of nice picturesque scenery. This is exactly what Norway is about. It is so unbelievably picturesque. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Switzerland. But yeah, as you can see here, just lovely place for a walk and to admire the view. In the afternoon, we took a walk up to glacier, which you'll see here. Well, I say took a walk. We first took a bus ride to the point where you have to walk from, and as you can see here, we're queuing for the bus. A 45-minute bus ride to see this glacier. We got there, and you can just see all the water you see coming off the mountains is all glacier water, just much like this here. This is all water from a glacier that's been there for, you know, hundreds, if not thousands of years. And it's absolutely breathtaking. It's just, like I said, videos don't do this place justice. The noise, the fresh smell, it's just absolutely incredible. And the heavens, as you can see, did start to open up at this point. Hoods up. We didn't bother with the umbrella, but it really started to chuck it down. You can see the glacier in the background there. Visibility was quite impaired, but still close range visibility, as you can see, is quite good. There you go, there's glacier at the top there, a little ways to go, and that's all water from there. And when we finally got there, it was just too wet and too windy, so we had to turn back around and walk back another hour to the coach. The following day, the weather was a little bit different. Our next stop was a lovely little place called Haggusund, I think that's how you pronounce it. Haggusund. But again, just an absolutely stunning place. It's got a waterfall right in the middle, and everything's kind of centered around this waterfall, and it is absolutely beautiful. And the noise the waterfall makes, you can pretty much hear it from everywhere, and it's kind of a nice soothing noise. As you can see, everyone came off the ship and headed straight towards the waterfall. It's just a very picturesque town. All the houses are on hills, and everything comes in towards this waterfall, as you can see. Some nice old traditional buildings. Again, I love a good flower shot, as you can see there. Look at that. Water cascading down, opening up into the lakes, I believe. Is that what you'd call them? Some of the buildings along the other side there, we walked around up past the waterfall. There's a bridge just above, which you're going to see. I went a bit overboard with the footage of this waterfall, and getting our steps in again, walking. Lucky, I only gained 2 kilograms on this trip. Had I not have walked, it would have been damn sight more. Popped into this church, a nice looking traditional church. No candles there though. As you can see, again, another place where you can see the ship from pretty much everywhere in the town. Some beautiful views. Tara looking out there, all natural. This was Tom Cruise's bike from the Mission Impossible movie. That was also filmed in this town, where he rode off the mountaintop. And then on our way to the next stop, the last stop, Haggusund. This is a much more industrial town, and I don't want to say it's not picturesque, but it's picturesque in different ways. That yellow structure was an oil rig or gas rig waiting to go out. Indian flag representing there. It's as you can see, it's just a much bigger city, town. Again, I need to do my homework on this and use the right terminology, but it's too late for that now. Telephone box. What a random thing. They love a water feature here, whether it's natural or man-made. They do love a good waterfall. And to be fair, the sound of them is it's nice and soothing, isn't it? It's one of those things that, whilst it's noisy, it's definitely not annoying. Also statues in this town. Again, another flower shop. And once again, even here, a town as big as this, you can see the ship from literally miles away, because we did walk a few miles away from the ship to go to our next destination. This is a gentleman that's been shat on. Oopsie daisy. Again, more steps, headed towards these horses that are a statue of horses and people on the horses that are coming out of the water, which will be explained in a second. But on the way there, enjoyed this lovely scenery. It's just, again, so picturesque. This is really weird because you've got natural picturesque stuff on the coast versus man-made stuff out there in the sea, which is a nice contrast. And some animals just chilling, doing their thing as we are ours. But yeah, lots of steps on this day. It was a lot further than we thought, but we committed and had to be done, especially if you're going to have 4 meals a day. The food on the ship is pretty awesome, I have to say. But yeah, there you go, some more animals. It's actually nice to see. Me not being a massive animal person, it's just beautiful to see them in their habitat. And then we finally made it to the rising tide. It's a piece of, I say piece, but it's a piece of tidal artwork that depicts 4 working horses with their riders, and it's loosely based on the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse, so I'm told. Definitely worth the walk. And with that was the end of our trip. Thank you for watching.